They call me the oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like who do I be? I am the queen. I reign supreme. You didn't know? What do you mean? They call me the oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like who do I be?
Peace and blessings, everybody. I hope that my audio is coming in clear. It's super quiet in here. So I figure I'd do an upload for you to premiere precisely at 3 a.m., which is what we call the witching hour. So, nonetheless, I wanted to bring this story to you for day 5. Technically, it is day 5. Now, I've spoke about this story on occasions. I don't think it probably was in the middle of something else I was talking about. Um, so it could have just went over folks' head, or you might have dipped out, or came in late. One or the other. So I figure I'll pull this particular story out. I won't be long because it's dark down here. And even telling these stories sometimes is a little scary. Okay. So I'm pulling this one out. I've spoke about this before, but it was other stuff going on in the video. So I didn't have a chance to actually focus on this. So day 5 in the Halloween series for my favorite holiday, which is Halloween, Hallows Eve, All Saints Day, where we honor our ancestors as well. All right, so this particular story time, which is true, I don't have to change any names in this one because it just involves myself. This one happened, I want to say around 2011. One sec. This was around 2011. Yeah. And it happened here in my current home. So this is not the childhood home, although I'll be bringing you more stories from the childhood home. This one happened here. Um, I'm actually not even sure what it was, to be quite honest. But I was going through some things, spiritually and mentally. That was a very tough year for me from 2009 to 2011. Um, Specifically, more so July of 2011. So, in this particular time, I remember falling asleep on my bed. Now, give you a little, let me just kind of paint a picture for you quickly. Uh, I own guns, right? So obviously, I keep them locked up in a way or whatever. So that particular closet is bolted and locked, right? So of course, when I'm not home, although I don't really worry about that, with my one daughter. My other one is completely afraid of them. She's not curious. The younger one, she's not curious anymore because I already took the curiosity of firearms out of her. And eventually I'll be taking my son and showing him how, to shoot and gun safety, blah, 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 blah. So I don't want to be rambling too long because I don't want to be on this too long. But I like to keep my word. So this is day 5. All right. So the the closet is always locked for the most part. Um and I was laying down, I was watching something on TV. Obviously sleep caught me, right? And but I remember being awakened um by something again, once again, when I told y'all the story of shit, I forgot what I called my cousin. I think I called her Kelly. Um Again, this being was over top of me as well because I was on my back. Um this wasn't sleep paralysis because I felt it and I woke up and I couldn't move. And I remember I used to wear a diamond cross on my neck, like a diamond cross chain. Um, that chain was with me forever. And I guess it had more, what's the word? More of a symbolic meaning, for me. It meant a lot to me. And whatever it was, it hovered over me and it said, this does not belong to you. And at this point, I'm like trying to sit up. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Because I didn't know what the hell it was. The last thing on my mind was the cross, right? And whatever it was, it snatched the cross off of me and threw it across the room. Again, this happened here in this house where I'm broadcasting from right now. And after I was able to sit up and it was like kind of like a scratch still left, like a light scratch. It wasn't, spooky kind of thing, but it was a light scratch that was left. Hold on one sec. So yeah, it snatched across through it. And then when I was able to sit up and I was trying to catch my breath because it was a little frightening. And it kind of just sucked itself back into the closet. So when I was able to compose myself and actually sit up, obviously I felt my neck and the cross wasn't there. It was gone. And I looked over to the left because I'm thinking at this point, maybe I was dreaming, something like that. But the one thing that stood out to me was the closet door was open, not just a little bit, not like a crack, like it was cracked open, like perhaps maybe I forgot to padlock it down. I don't know. And just maybe I didn't push the lock through the thing. There's a whole lot of maybes going on here, right? Either way, that motherfucker was wide open. You hear me? Wide open. And see, something about that particular space is something odd, you know, uh, in the closet. Something that we didn't find until after I had got the house. I'll put it this way, y'all seen the grudge. So, but I mean, there's nothing up there. It's just a room, you know. It's just a room that's on top of the closet. Um, I don't know. You got to be like probably 5 foot to actually stand up in it. That kind of thing, like a storage kind of thing. Um, so that motherfucker was clean, cold, wide open. You hear me? There is no way possible that I got up, got the keys, unlocked it, pulled the cross off myself. That just was impossible. Um, and I remember, first of all, trying to shake what just happened off. And then I'm looking and I'm like, well, is the cross in the room somewhere? And I found it on the floor by the doorway to come in. But um, it just kind of stuck out to me that the lock was completely off, like hanging kind of thing. And to open that door, like you have to, like you just can't open it and not hear it open as wide as it was. It was completely wide open. That never happens, ever. So I want to say 2011 is also that year when I started to I don't know, get into my actual spirituality as far as practicing under the Ephi tree, because afterwards I remember going to my father and explaining to him, what happened. And obviously I didn't have my mother to go to because she had already transcended by 2011. So that's when he was like, my dad speaks very broken English, and that's when he explained to me um as far as Santeria and African traditional religions and a lot of stuff that we talked about. It just started to sync up and started to make sense to me because that wasn't, the first time um I've had different things happen, but not in a scary way like that. Not like that. And then it made sense to me, uh, certain things that I would see in his house put in certain places, which in turn now my house has those certain things in certain places. It's like a full circle here. But again, this isn't a long story time. spooky, supernatural, paranormal, whatever you want to call it. Um, this isn't a long one, but again, like I said, I like to keep my word. So this is day 5, and this one took place here in my home. And that night, I actually was in the room by myself. Yeah, I was in the room by myself. So, and my daughter, she was in her room, and as a matter of fact, the more that I think about it, and it's starting to come back to me, the bedroom door was shut, and I usually sleep with then I used to sleep with the bedroom door open because her door was open. I wanted to be able to, be able to see and go through. And again, like I told y'all before, um, growing up in my house, we didn't really shut no doors and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't a lot of oh, excuse me. I mean, we had privacy, but it just wasn't really respected. It wasn't. I mean, and it's still like that now. I rarely knock, like I told y'all before. I just kind of bust in, you know. That's what I'm used to. And then I'll peep in. So yeah, basically what I was saying was I'll peep in the room, at them just to make sure they're okay or whatever the case may be. So you just never really know. But ironically that night the door was closed. So yeah. Day 5, creepy time story with the Philly Bruja. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your day. I am going to go ahead and probably try to get some sleep. I had dozed off earlier, so it kind of had me up. So, hey, you guys, be blessed. I hope you enjoyed day 5, quick, creepy story time with your girl, me. All right, y'all be good in these YouTube streets now. Peace.